I'm installing a water filtration for the house. I could have, I might go back and show you how to do these things, but this is all just connections. You take everything out, you figure out where you can put your stuff, and then you start installing. Typically the most difficult thing is cutting the hole. You just want to make sure that you have it, without cracking anything or doing anything like that. I already have the wash for the glasses that I did previously. I don't know if I have here's a cup. This, where you push down and it cleans. It's pretty cool. So what I'm doing is I'm copying the same distance from the center of the sink and the same distance back. That way it's symmetrical. You want to have these. This is a masonry hole saw bit. It cuts a hole into ceramic or tile or whatever it is that you're doing. I like to put a piece of tape down, make my center mark, and then draw where I'm putting the cut. And then what I'll do is I don't put a lot of pressure. It's mainly about holding the thing for stability because there's no center on this one. So you just hold it for stability and slowly press until you get a good consistent cut that's not bounced around. I started before I realized I should probably record this, but I'll do the rest of it where it's visible. So maybe set it up like that. Get this out of the way. So I like to hold it like this. I don't know if you can see, but I've got 2 elbows down, and I'll hold it where I'm kind of like holding it like a drill press, and that way I can turn it on. Let me see if I can move this to see a little bit. Maybe if it's over here. And you can see I'm kind of blowing the there, that's decent. I'm kind of blowing the dust away as I'm going, just so I can see better. If it gets too hot, which this is starting to get hot, this is thicker than I thought it was, a little harder to cut. You can just use a sponge and some water. I'll go get some real quick. Let me pause this. Pause. Okay, we'll resume. Something I forgot to say that you always want to check for if you're cutting is if you can see the back side, look at the back side and make sure that there's nothing that's going to be in the way. You might accidentally cut too close to the sink, and then you have some metal in the way from the sink frame. Stuff like that. Not really a big deal if it's just something like small like that. You can cut out of the way, but sometimes there's, framing or plumbing or something that's really going to be a problem. So. to push down too hard because you could break something, especially at the beginning. The further down you get, you can push a little harder, or you can rotate and rock the drill like this just to give it more of an edge. Cutting flat like this can be difficult, so sometimes giving it an edge and then moving to the other side can help too.
¿Tiene más papeles del manual?
¿Papeles de cuál? No, solo son esas tres.
Tres, ok.
Sí. La que está en la mesa. There's your hole. So that was pretty straightforward. Then you kind of kick out like that. You kick out the little piece that you cut. So this is the guy that I did just now. And I should just be able to clean this off. And because I used tape and I didn't put too much pressure at the beginning, everything looks pretty good as far as the hole goes. No cracks or anything, so that's good. I'm gonna wash this real quick. And then you already dry fit, hopefully, the thing that you were gonna install. But you just take the piece and make sure it fits with no issues. Here's hoping for the best. It's a perfect fit. And that is my new faucet, which goes like that. And I'll tighten it the same way I did the sink. And I don't know if I ever posted that, but the same way with the sink, you go on the underside and you screw in your flange. It'll tie into this guy, give you a nice solid connection. And then all the other parts and pieces will connect under there. I used a nipple there, a splitter, 3-way split, 1/4 inch to outer diameter coming off of it in order to keep my cold water to my sink, but add this filtration which goes to that guy, which I'll plug all of these to it, and then it's all under here. You can't see anything unless you need it, and good to go. Oh, these always need a drain. It always says, well, always, I've done this twice. They say to install the drain first. I think that's silly because you don't know how long that line is coming out is gonna be. So like these 2 lines and then this line here, this is the drain most likely. It could go here, it could go there, it could go anywhere, but until it's down here, there's no point opening up this. And all you're gonna do is take a bit like this, whatever size it says, put a hole in, boop, take your drain adapter, put it right where that hole is, tighten it up, and then this guy goes right in. And I can see that I'm gonna wanna have it like, probably like this, because that seems to be the direction that my pipe wants to go, is like that. I could also flip it upside down and put it straight down, but I'm not really keen on doing it this way. Putting it on the back side here would be hard, so I'll probably just put it down like that, or most likely just straight in right there. That'll be easy.